Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 18th, 2025, we're taking a deep dive into Bitcoin, or BTCUSD, looking at both the latest news and the charts to formulate potential trading strategies. First, let's cover some of the top headlines. Recent Google searches highlight a tug-of-war between bulls and bears, influenced by factors like Trump's increased pressure on the Fed, as reported by CoinDesk. We're also seeing discussions around U.S. jobless claims hinting at stability. A Cointelegraph article suggests Bitcoin is at an inflection point at $85,000. The Crypto Times points out that a $1,200 pandemic paycheck would be worth $15,000 today if invested in Bitcoin, reinforcing the long-term potential. However, not all news is positive, with Cointelegraph noting a tug-of-war in BTC's price after Fed Chair Powell's comments and reports of ETF outflows. Now, let's jump into the charts and see how these events correlate to Bitcoin's price action. Looking at the daily chart, we can see a broad overview of Bitcoin's price movement over the past several months. From December 2023 to now, there's been significant volatility, punctuated by periods of strong upward momentum and sharp corrections. For example, the period around March 2024 shows a substantial price surge, followed by a considerable pullback, mirroring some of the macroeconomic concerns we discussed earlier. Let's zoom in on a more recent time frame, from the start of January 2025 to today. We observe a series of peaks and valleys, indicating continued market uncertainty. The price action seems to be reacting to various news events, including Trump's pressure on the Fed and concerns about stagflation. We can see the price tested resistance around 72,000 before a sharp fall to just above 60,000 in late January, and now consolidating around the 63,000 area. Switching to the 1-hour chart, we get a closer look at the short-term price fluctuations. Here, we can see more granular patterns, like smaller support and resistance levels forming within the larger trend. It's also easier to spot potential entry and exit points for day trades based on these short-term movements. Focusing on the last few days on the 15-minute chart, we can see the volatility continues to be present. With the 15-minute chart, we can see intraday trading opportunities, where scalpers could look to trade in and out for quick gains. But the support seems to be holding at around 84,000 for the time being. Recapping, important price levels to watch include the resistance around $85,000 and $86,000, and support levels near $80,000 and $74,400. Based on the current data, Bitcoin's price is attempting to maintain stability, but the underlying factors like tariff concerns and macro developments suggest potential downside risk. A drop towards $74,400 is possible if the $80,000 support fails, but staying above $80,000 will support upward momentum. Keep an eye on news regarding Fed policy and global economic tensions. The odds of Trump removing Powell could also create significant turbulence.